A senior AI safety researcher recently resigned. His parting words: "The world is in peril." Not a fringe critic, not a social media alarmist, a safeguards architect at one of the world's most safety-focused AI labs. Now strip away the drama. The real question is not about one resignation, it is this: is AI safety scaling at the same velocity as AI capability? That's what I want to unpack today. We are in what I call the velocity trap. AI capability is compounding. Larger context windows, faster inference, agentic systems that execute tasks, models integrated into infrastructure. Performance is improving on measurable benchmarks, but governance does not compound at the same rate. Safety frameworks require evaluation design, multi-turn testing, cross-model validation, human judgment. That does not scale like compute, and that asymmetry is structural. Now let me ground this in something concrete. In our own structured AI safety evaluations, we test models across multi-turn trajectories, not single prompts, sequences. Here is what we consistently observe. Models rarely fail in obvious ways. They fail through drift, a subtle prompt shift, a reframing, a goal optimization tweak. No explicit policy violation, no flag toxicity, but the behavioral posture shifts. Over multiple turns, the model prioritizes task completion over contextual caution. That is not malicious, that is optimization, and optimization does not understand nuance. This is what I call behavioral drift. Influence is harder to measure than toxicity, and most public benchmarks do not measure influence. They measure performance. The risk surface changes dramatically when we move from passive systems to agentic systems. We're now seeing the concept of orbital data centers to power sovereign compute. They invoke APIs, trigger workflows, access external tools, operate continuously. The shortest command path between data and action is shrinking. And when execution speed increases, human deliberation becomes latency. This is not a science fiction argument. It is an architectural one. When optimization meets automation, the margin for human correction narrows. Look at the broader ecosystem. Regulatory investigations, and the banning of XAI's Grok for child safety issues, national debates about AI sovereignty, diverging US-China approaches to AI controllability. Individually, none of these are catastrophic. Collectively, they signal acceleration. And acceleration, without proportional safety instrumentation, creates systemic fragility. The issue is not that labs are reckless. In fact, safety investment today is higher than at any point in history. The issue is incentives. Markets reward speed over safety. Markets reward performance, adoption, speed, capability, milestones. Safety metrics are still evolving. And what is not measured consistently is rarely rewarded structurally. Performance is benchmarked publicly. Alignment remains complex, context-dependent, and difficult to quantify. We have standard metrics for reasoning, coding, accuracy. We do not yet have universally adopted metrics for autonomy preservation, influence drift, multi-turn behavioral stability. Until safety becomes as measurable as performance, it will remain structurally secondary. Not because engineers lack integrity, but because velocity compounds. That is the velocity trap. This is not a panic argument, nor is it a call to halt innovation. It is a structural observation. If AI systems are increasingly embedded into critical workflows, governance cannot remain a peripheral validation layer. Safety has to become a reasoning constraint, integrated into the core logic of the system. Otherwise, capability will continue to accelerate faster than our ability to audit it. The question is, are our safety architectures compounding at the same rate as capability? That is the debate we should be having. If you found this useful, I've written a deeper essay titled The Velocity Trap. Link is in description. Let me know your view in the comments. Is this a temporary governance lag or a structural velocity problem?